You've got to have a lot more that you can bring to people. And I think about trusting relationships. Wrote a case on a woman named Ann Mulcahy, who was they called her the accidental CEO because she was asked to step up at Xerox. She'd been there 25 years, never thought she was going to be CEO, had no financial background, and her predecessor, who was hired from IBM, had failed and was destroying the company. The company had $18 billion in debt, $4 billion in market cap, and was on its way to bankruptcy. And so she gets there, and all the bankruptcy experts, the attorneys, and the experts, the outsiders all come in, so you have to declare bankruptcy. You've got to get rid of this $18 billion in debt. The company will never be successful as long as you carry this debt. And she said, show me one company that built a great brand that ever came back from bankruptcy. We're going to save this company. You know what she did? She actually got tutoring from an assistant controller to learn about bankruptcy and to learn about balance sheets. But what she did is she called together the top 100 people in the company, one-on-one. She had met with an hour with each of them and said, are you with me? Are you prepared? It's going to be kind of ugly around here. It can be a lot of bonuses, but I'm passionate about saving this company. Will you stay with me? The first two people that are heading her biggest divisions actually left and said, okay, fine, we know about that. The other 98 stayed. Almost all of them are still there. But she was able to save that company and restore it because the relationships she'd built for 25 years. She had those relationships. People knew they could trust Ann. You go through her cafeteria today, people look to her like, there is a person you can really trust. She's really straight. And so you have those trusting relationships. And then finally, the bottom line is, we all have to have the bottom line. Do we have the self-discipline to get results? I had the privilege of serving on the Target board for 12 years and watched Bob Ulrich, the leader, have unbelievable self-discipline at a time when Walmart had clear advantages in cost and logistics and supply lines and everything else. Target was able to stay the course and take a somewhat different course than Walmart did, a more upscale, clean stores, fashion-forward merchandise, and everything that they believed without trying to just match Walmart, whereas Kmart kind of vacillated back and forth, and now they're out of business. So he had the self-discipline to get results, to stay the course, and now the company is doing very well. But they've been doing it now for about 15 years, and so that's that discipline that you really need to have. So I'd ask you, what's the purpose of your organization? What's the purpose of this organization? Is it maximizing shareholder value? Is it serving our customers? Is it serving our clients? Because I think we need to be real clear about which of those comes first. Because if we get them in reverse order, we're not going to like the result. If we maximize our shareholder value on the backs of our customers, or like Walmart fell into on the backs of our employees, you're not going to like the results at all. And you know what? You breach that trust and you don't get it back. It takes a long time. So I'd suggest to you that how do you sustain growth and performance? That's what we try to do at Medtronic. Medtronic's had 22 consecutive years of growth, averaging about 17, 18%. But it all comes from the mission and being clear about your values. That's where the motivation employees come from. I think the economists really missed it. In the 90s, they thought, you didn't motivation employees, it's the same in every organization. You know that's not true. I know it's not true. And I know some of your competitors, and I certainly know it's not true because a lot of my students have worked there and they've had not very good experiences. Where does employee motivation come from? Can you say to your employee, your job is to maximize the stock price of this company, to maximize the bottom line? They don't relate to that. If you tell them their job is to go out and do a fabulous job serving customers and bring in more business, they understand that. If you tell them to put in some innovation in the organization, whether it's technology innovation, service innovation, or whatever, they understand that. And that's where customer satisfaction comes from, and that's where your revenue growth is going to come from. And to me, that's the only way you can sustain long-term profit growth. You can cut costs for 5 or 6 years. Sometimes we all have to do it. I've done it. You've done it. We all have to do it. But you can't sustain that for the long term. But what you can sustain is customer satisfaction that leads to revenue growth. But the key then is that you not take it all to the bottom line, that there is a